alleging Justin's actions have caused her 4 children to be traumatized.
No matter what you do in life, you never, ever, ever go full Amber Heard.
The deeper we go, the uglier it gets, I guarantee.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are witnessing their once thriving empire crumble before their eyes, and the speed at which it's all falling apart is truly astonishing. Just weeks ago, they were the golden couple of Hollywood living in a bubble of success, brand deals, and adoration. Now, everything seems to be unraveling faster than they could have ever imagined, all due to Justin Baldoni's shocking legal victory. Initially, many thought this lawsuit was just another typical Hollywood dispute that would eventually fade away. But this is different. It's real, and it's career-ending. Business deals are falling through, acting opportunities are drying up, and their companies are in jeopardy. This lawsuit has triggered a ripple effect, and there seems to be no turning back. The legal battle between Justin and Blake has already featured 2 intense showdowns in court, and both times, Justin's powerhouse attorney, Brian Friedman, has come out on top. In their first encounter, Ryan successfully blocked Blake's attempt to impose a gag order. In the second, the judge denied Blake's request for a lengthy extension, giving her just 1 day to file the necessary amendment. Tensions are escalating, and so far, it's been Brian and Justin who are dominating the courtroom. When Blake's team presented the amendment in court on February 18th, it was underwhelming at best, just a series of allegations with little to no supporting evidence.
Are emerging about the It Ends With Us set. An amended complaint filed by Blake Lively on February 18th against Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios. Part of the pair's ongoing legal battle includes new claims against the director and his partner, Jamie Heath.
But here's where it gets truly laughable: no evidence, nothing at all. Just a string of accusations with absolutely no solid proof to back them up. It's almost as if they're hoping the mere presence of words will be enough to sway the court, but anyone paying attention can see it's all smoke and mirrors. The case is unraveling further, and with each passing day, it becomes clearer that their claims are hollow and unsubstantiated. The lack of concrete evidence is not only embarrassing, but also damaging to their credibility.
Where's the evidence? Show me the evidence. And pretty much the same thing everyone else is saying, which is, yeah, but what do you got?
As if that wasn't bad enough, it was essentially a public admission that they had nothing to defend themselves with. The damage was already done, and it was clear they had lost. Now, let's focus on the mountain of evidence that Justin Baldoni and his team brought forward. We're not talking about flimsy claims or vague accusations. This is solid, undeniable proof. There are receipts, video footage, documents, and even website links filled with damning evidence, all laid bare for the world to see. It's a brutal display of transparency that has left Blake and Ryan with nowhere to hide.
Launched a new website over the weekend, featuring an amended legal complaint and a 168-page timeline of events, including newly released text messages allegedly sent between the embattled stars of It Ends With Us, as well as Lively's husband, actor Ryan Reynolds. One alleged text from Reynolds to Baldoni expresses his excitement about It Ends With Us, writing, "This is gonna be incredible. I happen to adore you, Justin."
This isn't just bad, it's catastrophic. This isn't a minor PR crisis, it's full-blown career devastation. The financial fallout from this lawsuit alone is enough to send them into a tailspin, with legal fees skyrocketing. Win or lose, though, let's be honest, they're already losing. They've already poured millions into this mess, and the bleeding doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. This isn't just a dent in their bank accounts, it's the kind of financial disaster that can lead to bankruptcy. And in Hollywood, reputation is everything. You can spend years crafting the perfect public image, but one scandal, one wrong move, and it all crumbles in an instant. That's exactly what's happening here. Blake and Ryan were once untouchable, but Hollywood is turning its back on them fast. Why? Because they're now seen as a financial and legal liability. No one wants to risk millions on actors drowning in scandal. And even if someone were willing to take that gamble, there's another major issue: Blake Lively's notorious need for control. She has a long history of demanding creative influence over her projects, pushing her vision and making demands something studios may no longer be willing to tolerate.
I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute
and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say. But I also knew that like that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character.
But now that's a liability. No studio wants to deal with someone who brings baggage, and at this point, she's carrying an entire suitcase of problems. Her brand partnerships are also taking a serious hit. Blake's collaborations with fashion and beauty brands are on shaky ground, with companies quietly distancing themselves. Her hair care brand is reportedly being pulled from Target shelves, and the bad reviews just keep piling up.
Allegedly, Target has claimed customers are returning Blake Lively's hair care line, Blake Brown, in droves. So they are pulling all of her merchandise off their shelves because they are losing profit.
Consumers aren't just upset, they're actively distancing themselves. It's not just about the lawsuit. People are losing trust in her brand altogether. Social media backlash is growing, with former fans calling out inconsistencies and questioning her authenticity. Sales are plummeting, partnerships are crumbling, and the damage to her reputation seems irreversible.
Turning every single one of Blake Brown's hair care products.
Then there's Ryan Reynolds. His beloved Wrexham Football Club is now surrounded by rumors that he might be dropped as a co-owner due to the controversies tied to his involvement. And let's not forget aviation. Gin and Mint Mobile, once considered brilliant investments, those businesses are now looking at him with concern. And honestly, can you blame them? When a lawsuit is this messy, no company wants to be dragged down with it. Then there's Maximum Effort Productions, their movie production company. The entertainment industry runs on connections, but with Hollywood now treating Blake and Ryan like they're radioactive, how are they supposed to fund future projects? With lawsuits stacking up, and at this rate, more seem inevitable. Who in their right mind would invest in them? This legal disaster isn't just damaging, it's financially crippling. And beyond the money, the emotional and psychological toll is undeniable. Blake Lively herself admitted in court that this case has turned her life upside down. It's affecting her, it's affecting her children, and it's putting serious strain on her marriage.
Her family into it, alleging Justin's actions have caused her 4 children to be traumatized, and they have been emotionally uprooted in ways that have substantially impacted their well-being.
The public may see her as a confident, put-together star, but behind the scenes, she's crumbling under the weight of it all. And just when it seems like things couldn't possibly get worse, they do. This loss isn't just a setback, it's opening the floodgates for even more lawsuits. Jed Wallace has already taken legal action against Blake, suing her for dragging him into this mess. And guess what? More people are reportedly considering following his lead, adding to the mounting legal chaos surrounding her.
Jed Wallace and his crisis mitigation firm, Street Relations, Inc., filed a defamation suit against the actress in Texas federal court on Tuesday.
He's likely not the last. Others are reportedly preparing to take legal action against her for defamation, and at this point, it's shaping up to be a full-blown avalanche. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni remains unfazed, sitting back cool as ever. He's already presented overwhelming evidence, leaving nothing more to prove. And the best part? He's not even covering the legal costs. His billionaire backer, Steve Sarowitz, is allegedly footing the entire bill.
Sarowitz certainly has the money to fund this fight. He is worth an estimated $2.5 billion, $1.8 billion of which is tied up in shares of the publicly traded software firm he ran as CEO until 2011, and on whose board he still sits, with $700 million in cash and other investments, based on Forbes' estimate.
That's right, Blake and Ryan are bleeding money, while Baldoni and his team have an unlimited war chest to keep the fight going. And as for Sarowitz, he's not backing down. Rumors say he's prepared to pour $1 million into this battle just to make sure Blake and Ryan are finished for good. With that kind of financial firepower, their chances of winning look slimmer by the day.
Sarowitz said to an unspecified audience, quote, that he was prepared to spend $100 million to ruin the lives of Ms. Lively and her family.
At this point, Blake's team is grasping at straws, desperately trying to spin the narrative in her favor. But let's be real, when a billionaire with unlimited resources is coming for you, what can you really do? Hollywood is taking notes. Studios, brands, and business partners are quietly backing away, distancing themselves before they get dragged into the chaos. So where does that leave Blake and Ryan? Their careers, reputations, and financial stability are hanging by a thread. And when that thread finally snaps, which, let's be honest, is only a matter of time, they're going to hit the ground hard. Climbing back up? That could take years if they even manage to recover at all. What do you think? Can Blake and Ryan make a comeback, or is this truly the end of their reign? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this saga is far from over.